Hey, what is up? Mischief back at you with another League of Legends video this time around. Gonna be playing a little Wukong in the mid. um, this game we had it was an Amumu, Rumble, Wukong, Lucian, and Morgana on I guess you would say red side, because how I have the options showing. And blue side was Nocturne, Volibear, Talon, Misfortune, and Shyvana. Little bit of a weird comp. Um, as you can see, Nocturne versus Amumu jungle, Volley Bear versus Rumble top lane. Talon actually had a first pick, so I countered him by going Wukong, figuring another AD kind of style player, being that we had Rumble top who's AP. Bottom, Misfortune, Lucian, and then as for supports, Shyvana wanted to support and a Morgana. So when we did our picks, it was actually still pretty good because we still had a pretty solid uh, base that we took. We had our AP, we had our AD. Everybody knows that Lucian and Wukong are broke as hell right now. And actually, I decided to play Wukong just because I haven't played him in so damn long. So I wanted to go ahead and give him a whirl again. Usually, when I don't know if I put any videos up with him, but I'm usually playing up in the top lane. Um, but again, like I said, I did ask for top lane. Wasn't able to get it, which was fine because they went talent, so I still went with an 80 kind of bruiser. In this video, believe I went with a 2190, and I went with lifesteal quints and then standard 80 runes. It was something different. I was debating if I wanted to go with pure attack damage, armor, and resist, but I decided to pick up my lifesteal quints instead. Just I figured it would give me a little better sustain. I did start with a Doran shield as well, just for that little bit of poke that I might get from the minions and whatnot. So the sustain is nice. I did, of course, start with my E, so I can kind of get a little bit of farm, being that I know Talon's got his farm. The only downfall between Wukong Talon is that early poke that Talon's going to get. I have to get up in his face to do a whole lot. As you can see there, he got a little bit too cocky, and so I decided I wanted to push him back, burn his barrier down, which I knew he had. So I did burn my ignite. May not have been the best plan, but I knew it would push him and get him to burn his summoner. I do have, once I get my decoy and my, I cannot remember my Q, the name of it is, which is the ability I take second at level 2. But now I'm level 3, I will have my decoy and my Q as well. So, been a while since I played Wukong, so you'll notice that some of my CSing, my last hitting is not, definitely something to be desired. And of course, I know I'm going to take some harass because every time I need to go in and get that CS, he's able to hit me with his, I believe it is his E, which does an AoE and a slow. Mumu coming in lane, I think just kind of pressing by to let him know that he's around. Not really going for a gank. I was just going to go ahead and kind of pop out it, go ahead and hit my E into my decoy, pop my Q, start just kind of pounding on him. I do hit my potion, my pot, just to kind of heal myself up. That with my Dorans and my autos should be enough to sustain a little bit. Now you didn't see, able to get it back up. I guess smarter-wise, to really benefit from my early lifesteal quints, I should be doing a whole lot more attacking. As you noticed right there, I kind of stopped mid-run. I do that as a kind of fake out to my decoy. It's good to do because some people don't know if you're actually going to, if you're using your decoy or not, and they may waste an ability. And you'll notice I do that sometimes to try to bait out his abilities. Like right there, I went ahead and stopped him thinking that I was going to use my decoy to run back to my turret. And as you noticed, right away he didn't run. He didn't run back until he seen me move. Able to run in, and then see this time he didn't think I used my decoy. which I did, and my decoy was able to spin off and do some damage to him, as well as my Q and my E. So it's a matter of playing with that. Sometimes baiting out using your decoy is a really nice ability to use. And I'm just going to kind of go ahead and just keep pushing this lane. I'm 5, he's 4. As you can see, I'm really substantially just crushing him CS. He's got, right now, 8 CS to my 31. I'm not playing massively aggressive. I probably could go a lot more aggressive with him, but I have not actually played against a Talon in a while, and I know Talon can definitely rock some shit. So I was just trying to deny him some more CS, and as you can see here, he's got two birds just sitting there, but he's not going to try to come in and get them, and I'm going to go ahead and let his minions work them off. Once again, just kind of go in and do some auto attacking. Just continue to keep denying him. I'll pop in with my E, hit my Q, pop my decoy. Able to do, once again, some more AoE damage. Heal myself up. I did just hit level 6. So now the fun will begin. I am a little bit low on mana. Sadly enough, that's the one thing I don't like with Wukong. Go ahead and just kind of harass a little bit more. But I don't like that his mana, if you spam his abilities, you definitely are going to go quick. You're going to run out of that mana. You will see sometimes I will actually build into a tier, into a Manimu. Some people say, I honestly don't mind it. Definitely the stacks get there quickly, just because you are able to spam your abilities, and the regen is just ungodly. And once you get your stacks up, and it converts over, you do a decent amount of damage with it. So it's not a bad item to have on Wukong. There are better items to get, and if you're going to go for it, you do have to go for it early. But again, if you're planning on spamming out your abilities, and you know you're able to push, like right now, I could very well go with it. I know my lane is pressed. I know I'm not getting behind on my CS or anything. But as you can see, I recall, I go ahead and decide to go with a Brutalizer and a pot. Brutalizer's nice with your ultimate because, of course, the CDR and the armor pen that you get from it. Definitely almost always a first pick on Wukong. Whew, hot coffee. Excuse me for that. Oh, I had a brain fart. But yes, the Brutalizer is a definite that, or if you're going to go with a Manimu, pick up your tier right away. You do have to be a little bit more mana conscious when you're going straight damage, and not going for the tier early. But again, either path will work fine, at least from what I've understood. As you can see, I'm kind of sitting here kind of taunting him out. I do pop my decoy, hoping that he was going to come in. He didn't fall for the bait, so... and my decoy's in such a short cooldown, so it wasn't necessarily a loss in any sense. Again, he's just continued to poke at me with his little AoEs. I'm trying to just, again, here, deny him CS. I'm failing at my last hits, of course. Pop my decoy, popping him with my ultimate. I do hit him with my ignite once again. He does try to pop his ultimate. I go ahead and sit there. I was waiting for him to come back into me because I was just going to queue him down to nothing. I knew his health was really low. And as you notice, Wukong's ultimate is just too disgusting. It gets even more disgusting once you hit level 11, by the way. So if you're wanting to check Wukong, once you hit 11, just plan to go and watch the chat go QQ. I was not able to get the kill there, but I was able to push him back. Again, I'm still crushing him in CS, so I'm going to go ahead and head on back. Building in longsword. I don't remember what I was going. I believe I was actually building into a Hydra next. Some people, again, build their Black Cleaver really early. Some people build a Hydra. Some people don't even build a Hydra. I honestly usually don't, but I started playing with Hydra, and it's too powerful not to take it. There's the regen and the AoE damage it does. It's got some really sexy stats. So Definitely a good item. And again, as I said, I'm just pushing hell out of this guy mid lane, so I'm not worried about rushing that Black Cleaver. He's still not stacking any kind of armor items. He's going straight damage, which works, so it allows me to kind of go with a little bit more damage. And here he comes in. I pop my decoy, pop my E, and I did get a Q off him. He is having to pop a pot there. And I can't see the timer, but I believe my ultimate was pretty much coming up. But as you can see, I've got the sustain from my lifesteal quince, so I'm not really concerned with him. I'm going to go ahead and pop my little trinket ward down. Worried about that Nocturne gank because he's been roaming around the map. He hasn't come up mid yet, thank God, but I know at some point here he's gonna. Honestly, I usually try to ward a little bit further out down the river, whether it's the top side of the river or the bottom side. Usually I don't like to ward right in the bush because it's just, I don't know, I don't think it's the best spot. Here he comes in, again with his ultimate. I knew it was going to happen. I'm able to pop mine, but once again he burns his flash. So just a little bit more trading going on. The damage I have it isn't up quite high enough yet, but as you can see, the trade did go a little bit more in my favor. Do miss my Q there. He's just going to keep trying to harass me, which is fine because I know I am a little bit stronger. I do have my decoy. I'm going to go ahead and pop back, and as you can see, he did recall back. So go ahead and take the last few minions, try to push up this wave, and then recall back. Wukong honestly isn't that hard to last hit with. I just suck at last hitting, so don't take my last hitting. Don't take the CSing that you see me doing as a generalization for Wukong, because it is definitely not. He can push a lane. I mean, I'm not doing horrible. As you can see, I've got 82 CS. I'm stopping him. And he's at 34, so I mean, I'm not doing utterly horrible, but I could be doing a whole hell of a lot better. I think I was waiting here, to go ahead and pick up a potion real quick. I like to try to pick up 1 to 2 potions when I'm playing like a bruiser type. It's nice to have that pot there in case you need it. Granted, I do have a fairly decent amount of sustain already, but still nothing to cry over. As you can see, I went ahead and I'm horrible with names. I went ahead and picked up a pickaxe. Nocturne's mid. Volley's coming in. And what gets me right here, Volley's trying to flip me at the tower. I'm like, all right, you guys want to play? Pop my ultimate, knock him up, and get him to drop. Moo coming in. I knew he was going to get the kill off. I was really low on health, so I do go ahead and decoy him back on out of there. Able to give us 2 kills. I did not actually get, I do not believe I must have, yes, I did get 1 kill, and I got 2 assists on that one. So definitely well worth using the ult. Don't dive Wukong at a tower unless you can lock him down out of his ultimate somehow, because you will get stunned and knocked up in his tower, and you will take tower hits. So, anyways, as I come back, I go ahead and pick up time mat, building right into that Hydra now. 85 CS 39. He's got a time at boots. I should pick up boots here, but again, I'm not really massively concerned. Again, dropping that ward where I do not want to drop it, but Nocturne popping his ult, so I'm just going to kind of head back towards my turret. I don't necessarily fret too much because, with Wukong, you can always hit your decoy with his ultimate, so not a huge threat. See, once again, that horrible last hitting. Horrible last hitting. There we go. There we go. And I'm trying to kind of push back because I didn't want him to get him, but as you can see, he's still able to. So I did see him kind of pull back, so I was actually jumping into the bush thinking he was going to come down and around possibly, which he did not do. So I'm going to go ahead and pop back in the lane and just keep CSing. He is gone. I think I did notice him topside, so I decided to simply go ahead and press. Volley coming in along with knock. And volley just going once again, and definitely worth it because I was able to kick that summoner. And watch this amazing tower dive. Rumble does get a kill. I'm able to just hammer on volley as well. Pop my decoy, get on out of there so I'm not taking no turret damage. Definitely a beautiful dive. They came in thinking they were going to get. Rumble came in perfect timing. And volley burned his flash, so he wasn't getting the hell out of there. So definitely a beautiful ganks. Talon left his lane. Rumble was coming up through. Volley and Nocturne decided to come on in. So Volley did get smart there. He did avoid my decoy, as you've seen. He went ahead and kept running past it, but I wasn't hugely concerned. I just wanted to get close to that tower so I could pop my ultimate and, of course, knock him up once again. Only assists off them, which is fine. I mean, Rumble is getting. You will see I do start coming back. I do go ahead and pick up another sword and pair of boots. Just trying to build into the scepter here, but the scepter into the Hydra. And you see, I'm just chunking this tower down. Get a nice minion wave there, so definitely no concern. Go ahead and pop on out, do a little bit of roaming here. I think I decided to try to go top and once again baited out volley. I tried to wait here. As you can see, I kind of sit up top here and just wait for him. Probably a little bit longer than I needed to. I should have dove in earlier. But volley just kind of kept at that tower. I was hoping that Rumble would be able to poke a little bit more. And volley he's debating if he wants to stay or go. So I'm like, all right. He hits his ultimate. I go ahead and pop on in, hit my ultimate. Rumble actually steps back to give me that kill. Because I had made a comment before about how I kept getting so many assists, but I definitely could not get kills. And I wish I could show chat. For some reason, chat never shows. But Rumble's like, there you go, bro. Told him thank you very much, because I definitely love to snowball Wukong. And being able to get a few kills early definitely happens. Because as you can see, I did extremely well in my lane, but I'm doing horrible on my kills at the point here. The only one doing worse than me is our ADC, sadly enough.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Talon was able to go ahead and push up our mid. I did ping out for Mumu. Mumu just wasn't able to get to him in time. So I'm going to go ahead and head back down towards mid. Rumble coming in as well. Volley there. I'm not really concerned at the moment because I know Volley's passive is on cooldown, so not hugely concerned with him. Go ahead and head on down. I believe we actually did. Yes, we did actually go for Dragon here. Able to definitely chunk it down hella quick. Lucian able to push that bottom turret down. And we do see that he's having a little bit of issue down below, so we're going to go ahead and head on in. I'm going to pop my decoy to come in. Hit my E into my ultimate, taking out Misfortune. Getting Nocturne with the double kill. Definitely starting to put a little pressure on there. 4-0-4. Not going to cry. Ultimate is down. Talon, Shyvana trying to push bot. Shiv only with 2 kills here. Able to get a stun on Morg. I'm going to go ahead and keep working because they're pushing out, so I'm going to keep working on this turret. Our Morgana does back off, sadly enough. I wish she would have stayed, but she did have to recall. And with a Mumu and Rumble able to press, me and the minions able to take that turret down. Definitely objective smart there. They were able to keep the pressure off. So, and Nocturne Volley and Misfortune, of course, back bottom. Gonna go ahead and Rumble recall. I did want to wait till he got back, so I'm gonna go ahead and recall. I believe. What did I finish off here? Yes, my cleaver. Definitely cleaver is huge, huge. Uh, try to get your cleaver early if you're able to. Again, I went with my Hydra first, but cleaver definitely. Um, the shred that it does, along with your ultimate, is just it's too hard to pass up. You can also go with a Last Whisper coming up. I would say definitely get your Black Cleaver first before a Last Whisper. I'm going to go ahead and pop my decoy, hoping that they would have stayed, but they did not. Rumble's going to go ahead and take a little bit. I'm not really worried about Nocturne's little oozling shit there. Gonna go and just kind of press. Hopefully they're smart and not gonna chase out because Amumu and myself are over here. Just we want to press that down so they can get on the. And Volley Bear just getting caught out there. We got wards down. They got wards down. He's able, forced to burn his flash, and as you can see, able to go in. I'm popping my ultimate, getting a kill. Shyvana trying to get out, not definitely gonna happen. I'm saying, oh hell with it, I want that kill. I burned my flash, I believe, and my Q on that one. Pop my decoy, not able to take any minions, not able to force any minions to take the turret, but definitely worth in my opinion. I did come up to check their blue. I was a little bit low, so I didn't want to get too cocky. I did come up to check their blue. I wanted to get it, but they had already had it. So I'm going to go ahead and press up the top lane here. Just clean it up. Definitely want to, if you start, my general rule is if their minions start pressing past the river, I try to go clean up if I'm able to. If they're starting to press further than the river, they're going to start chunking your tower sooner than later. Unless you cannot get up there for some reason or another, I prefer it. And I go ahead and pick up the Ninja Tabi boots this time just because they've got, their whole team is basically 80. Shyvana is able to do some AP damage, volley a little bit of AP. I mean, they've all got a little bit of AP, but their main source of damage is 80, so definitely the Ninja Tabi. I will take Merc Treads sometimes. Usually it's between the Merc Treads and the Ninja Tabi boots, so kind of situational. Decide how what best suits the situation for you. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of taunt them a little bit by dancing out. Nocturne to the side over there, not really concerned. And as you can see, we got 6 kills to 23 kills, 27 and a half thousand gold to 37. Go ahead and see Rumble kind of taking a little action there. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in the bush. Nothing really happening though. And as you can see, they go ahead and surrender. Nope, that's why I popped in the bush, because they were surrendering, so my bad. But yeah, that's just a little bit of Wukong mid. Definitely is a good counter to most melee or AD types that want to go mid. Early game can kind of suck a little bit because he does have to get in their face to do damage, but Wukong is definitely a hard hitter, especially if you can start to get him the snowball. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, all that good jazz if you did enjoy, and be sure to check out some of my other videos. All the descriptions to like my live stream and my Facebook, all that good junk will be in the links will be in the description below. All right, thanks, peace.